Hello, welcome to a quick tutorial about simple distillation. So if we have a look at the problem on the screen, we have a solution of ink and water. So that's ink dissolved in the water. I want to separate them, but I want to keep both the ink and the water. Okay, so we have to think about how we would do things differently to what we've already learned about. Because we know that we could just evaporate the water, and then we would be left with the ink behind. Okay, but we want to actually keep both of them this time. So we're going to use a process called distillation. And distillation works by separating two liquids according to their boiling points. So if we know what temperature each liquid would boil at, we can heat the mixture up to one of their boiling points. So for example, if we know water is 100 degrees Celsius, if the ink had a boiling point of 150 degrees Celsius, we could heat the mixture up to 100 degrees Celsius. The water would evaporate, so it would turn into a gas. It would rise up the flask, and the thermometer is there just to keep track of the temperature. So we don't want it to go above 100 degrees Celsius because then our ink might start to evaporate. So we heat it to 100 degrees Celsius. The water would evaporate, turn to a gas, and it would come down this piece of equipment called the Liebig condenser. Now the job of a condenser is to condense the gas. And if we condense the gas, we turn it back into a liquid. So the condenser is a hollow tube with what we call basically a jacket around the outside. So it's got cold water that flows around the outside of the inner tube. And all that does is it keeps that tube nice and cool. So if that tube is nice and cool, when the hot gas hits it, it cools down again and it turns back to a liquid, and it comes down the tube and drips out into the beaker. So in this case, if we were separating water and ink, if we leave the temperature at 100 degrees Celsius, all the water would boil, it would evaporate, and then it would come down the condenser and turn back to liquid water, and the ink would still be a liquid in the flask. So simple distillation works by separating two liquids according to their boiling points. Thank you very much.